Oh, she still does want to lose 200 pounds. Yeah, she needs weight loss surgery, guys. Sorry. Not sorry. I'm not trying to push surgery on everybody, but if you've been playing on and off and you're morbidly obese, you need to get serious and have help, you know. Hello, beautiful people. It's Mama Goob. So I figured we would take a look at another person struggling with a weight loss journey. This is April Lauren. Now, I started following her initially, but I got super frustrated with her and I haven't watched her in a very long time, to the point of, I had to refresh myself on her background and what her MO is. She is the type that's been on sort of every diet in the world and still manages to gain weight and not be able to keep it off. She seems like an avid exerciser. So exercise is not the problem. But again, I will say this. Sometimes exercise makes you eat more. And when you're trying to lose 200 pounds, the last thing you need to do is eat more. So we're going to see where she started back 3 years ago, July 1st, 2020. And then we are going to see, her excuse, or it's not an excuse. All right, it's an excuse on why she gained the weight. And then we're going to fast forward to current time, where a week ago she discusses her weight gain. And then from yesterday, what her plan is and how she's going to fix this. So, spoiler alert, it looks like she's getting one of those health at every size doctors. So, I don't know. We'll take a peek and let me know what you think. This is my first soiree into Miss April Lauren. She seems overall like just a nice person, very cheery, very outgoing. She doesn't seem like, others, Amberlyn, Foodie Beauty. She seems very genuine. So it's kind of hard to rip on her, but she needs weight loss surgery. I'm going to say it. She needs weight loss surgery. Okay. This is insanity. But let's watch and tell me if you agree or not. Why not? Right? So let's take a look at a couple of parts of her video where she started back in July 1st, 2020. She has been furloughed, like many of us were, and she was unemployed at the time. So her husband is in the military, and I believe he gets deployed a lot. So her main goal right now is not working. It's to lose weight, okay? So this was July 1st, 2020. So let's take a peek at some of her reasons for wanting to lose weight.
I have to get creative with putting on my underwear, my pants, and my shoes. It's very embarrassing.
Sure.
But I don't want to struggle to put my clothes on.
You think?
If you're as heavy as I am, then you know what I mean. And if you're not, then you probably don't.
The only time I struggled to put on clothes is when I was super pregnant with my last scoop, because I was ginormous.
So don't judge me. Number 4, I want to be able to walk without pain. So I don't know when exactly this happened, and I'll be honest, since I've been working out so regularly,
She could have also, she does work out a lot. She enjoys it, which is awesome. You have to be very careful though, especially when you're that heavy. So I don't know why or how she hurt her back, but you have to be really careful.
Had a lot of the non-scale victories with this specific thing. I can walk further and do more now, but still there comes a point where if I'm walking like a quarter of a mile straight, or I'm standing and I'm doing the dishes, and then I start vacuuming the house, and then I move on to something else. Core muscles that wrap around to your back, they just start pulling.
A lot of weird cuts.
And hurting, and then I just need to sit down for a sec. I want to be able to work out without having to do that. I want to be able to clean my house without having to take a break. Good. So I am so heavy that it hurts my body to move, and that's one of my whys. I don't want that to be the case anymore.
One more aspect of why she wanted to lose weight, which is great. She wants to have children. Yeah, good reason to lose weight. And she has PCOS, so it's already going to be tough for her. We'll see. Mind you, July 1, 2020. We're going to speed up to current time very soon. So this is her before. I don't think she actually gives her weight. I'm not sure, but she definitely does give her measurements. So let's see.
Video. I am going to share my before measurements, which I'm currently doing. And
wow, what a dog.
Yeah, it's really hard to share these, hard to take these and look at these numbers, and it's hard to step on the scale right now, but gotta do it. So my neck measured 19, my right arm measured 18.5, my chest measured 59 inches, my waist measured 53.5 inches.
Yeah, this is the real sort of dangerous fat.
My hips measured 63.5. I meant to measure my butt, but I forgot. So
when you measure your hips, you're measuring your butt.
So next time. My right thigh measures 31.5, and my right calf measured 19 inches. Okay. So I had intended.
So yeah, she has smaller legs. I'm not sure that my calf is any smaller than 19 inches. It might even be bigger with all the swelling. But she definitely has her weight in the danger zone with the neck, the waist, the chest. That's, you know, not a good place to hold your fat. Better off having thick thighs, ladies and gents.
Intended to do current measurements as well, but I can't find the stinking measuring tape. And I've been procrastinating this video for 2 months now. So
great.
I am not waiting. I am so excited to share my journey with you guys. I know I've lost 5 pounds since I took these measurements, and I know I've lost inches.
Okay,
so good. I'm about to get onto the plan portion.
So the way that I'm going to be successful on my weight loss journey, my first thing is to track everything that I eat. This next month, I'm going to bounce between.
Yeah, that's hard. So, I mean, you're going to say that, and we all say that, hey, there's some people out there that do this for, you know, ever. So I'm just not good at this personally.
Between 2,000 and 2,500 calories. I want to get...
That's a lot.
The most amount of calories that I can and still lose about 2 pounds a week.
Yeah, so again, this is controversial. When you're, the 2 pounds a week is great when you're, you know, smaller and you just have maybe 50 or so pounds to lose. But when you're at this weight, if she wants to lose 2 pounds a week and she wants to lose 200 pounds, that's 100 weeks. So that's a little bit less than 2 years. I mean, doable, but she should try hard to lose as much weight as possible in the beginning. And then when she gets down, the 2 pounds a week is going to more take effect.
So that way I can always play.
But everybody's got this whole, 2 pounds is healthy. No, when you're this weight, getting to a more sustainable weight is healthy, okay? Not this whole friggin' 1 pound a month, 2 pounds a week. Because if it's only 2 pounds a week, you're letting yourself, but I only have to lose 2 pounds. Let me, you know, have this cheat day. No, try to lose as much weight as possible at the beginning.
Play with food and cut things back. Right now, I'm not focused on light carbs or heavy carbs or any of the things. I'm just going to count my calories on MyFitnessPal and track everything that I eat. The second thing is I'm going to...
So she's also going to do a lot of workouts, which is good, especially because she enjoys it. So that says a lot. I don't know, guys and girls. Every time I try to do real big exercise, I just want to eat more. So really, especially when you're this weight, you should concentrate on walking. And I guess strength training couldn't hurt. I'm not sure exactly what she means by that, but the real weight is lost in the kitchen.
I continue to strength train 4 to 6 times a week. I wrote that because I am adding cardio in. So right now we've been working out 6 times a week, and I'm still going to work out 6 times. But in addition to any strength training that I do, I'm going to do at least 30 minutes of cardio 6 times a week.
So I don't know what that means, though. That could be, you know, she's going to work with 2-pound weights and walk for 30 minutes. I don't know. I have a feeling, though, just from the other things I've heard about her, that she's going to do like CrossFit and really hard exercises, which I don't recommend when you're this big. You're going to get hurt.
The other thing I'm going to do is I am going to add a daily yoga. So I don't know what this is going to
see. That's good. And she should more concentrate on stretching and, you know, because that is a really good cure for back pain, honestly, especially if you do the right stretches.
Gonna look like. I'm gonna just do it every day. It might be like 5 minutes of yoga, or it might be an hour of yoga. Like, we'll figure that out. I have made a promise to myself to stop putting off the things that I love for that future me.
Well, of course.
That's at the weight that I feel like is acceptable. I'm going to get in the habit of doing the things that I love, regardless of my size. I'm not going to limit myself.
As long as it's safe, and if you can do it, don't wait.
To what I can and can't do in a box mentally. I'm going to make myself do and then accept what I can do until I can do more. The third thing I'm going to do to make sure I'm successful is drink a gallon of water.
Water isn't magic. Go ahead, come for me.
Every day.
A gallon.
The fourth thing I'm going to do to make sure that I'm successful is give you guys weekly updates. So
I don't know if she actually did this or not. I'm not checking. Sorry.
The fifth thing that I'm going to do to make sure that I'm successful is I am not going to allow myself to make mid-month or spur-of-the-moment changes.
Okay.
So I have set my caloric goals. I've set my intentions. I'm not going to get a weekend and be like, okay, well, I didn't lose any weight this week, so next week I'm doing keto, or next week I'm going to eat 1,200 calories.
Yeah, games.
Also, I'm going to plan out my workouts, and then unless I'm injured or something, I'm not going to deviate from those workouts. So that it's all just very intentional. Hurt. I'm going to eat intentionally. I'm going to work out intentionally.
Good.
And yeah, I'm going to share it with the tubes.
So this seems very, you know, like she's got a great plan. But again, it's July 1, 2020. So now we're going to look at her reasons for why she gained the weight. So again, we're not going to watch this whole video. Basically, she blames having to go on birth control, probably for her PCOS, and that caused her to gain weight. I could see that. And then she talks about her, she was a military brat when she was a kid, and she was very fit as a child. Always tall, always like thicker than the other kids, but she was very outgoing or athletic. She loved to be outdoors. So in this video, it was a little awkward because she is going to talk about, you know, why she became morbidly obese while she's working out. So I found it a little awkward, but, you know, we'll see. But ultimately, she does blame her weight gain on hormones. Right? Hormones and all the stress she's had in life. So let's just take a peek of a few minutes of this video.
Oh gosh. I'm tired now.
Yeah.
Okay. So in Tuscaloosa, I had already lined up my yoga studio. I joined a gym.
Yeah, she's still giving her background. You know, and behind her is her little workout area in her garage, which is nice.
Just Planet Fitness. But I joined a gym. I had my church family I moved like right into, and I was set. It was the easiest transition I've made in my life. It was wonderful, a wonderful time of my life. And that's when I met my amazing husband. We dated, we got engaged, and then
he must be really tall because she's really tall.
On birth control. Not the first time in my life, but I had gone on birth control a couple of times previously. But I went on birth control for the first time in my adult life. out of breath.
I wish she would have waited to film this.
And let's talk about how fun that was. So before we do some sumo squats, let's talk about what birth control did for me. Immediately, and when I say immediately, I mean within 3 weeks I had gained about 20 pounds.
Yikes.
This is just like water. I went back to the doctor and...
Or maybe she isn't that tall. I don't know. I thought she said she was tall.
And we changed birth control and I continued to gain weight. By the time my mom got there, I had gotten down to about in the 140s. I had gone up to 178 pounds.
Wow. Wow.
The night before my wedding, my mom actually had to alter my dress.
Wow.
So luckily she had the skills and ability to figure that one out for me.
Nice.
And I got married to the love of my life.
Good.
Let's recap. Why am I fat, obese, morbidly obese? I believe it's because I have hormonal issues. I also get depressed sometimes. However, I feel a lot of my depressive states tend to be triggered or linked to my hormones. It's just a theory, but I think that there might be some validity to it. Also, major life changes that I don't adequately prepare for or plan for typically increase my anxiety or lead to a depressive state.
Okay.
When I'm down and depressed, I tend to eat Oreos or anything that's really bad for me so I can hate myself more for not having the self-control not to eat whatever it is. It's really, really disturbing, but it happens. Also, I did not, and maybe even I do not now.
No, I think she overdoes it now.
Exercise enough. I'm too sedentary most of the time. I determined these whys by sharing my weight history with you guys. Then I made a little graph and I color coded it.
Holy moly. I'm fat, 9-year-old. I wasn't. Yeah, she does tell that story of when she had to buy a size 10 shorts and she was really upset about it. And now she's like, I was so dumb. Yeah, we all say that when we're young. So, starvation diet and diet pills, loss of 11. Her grandmother died, and it was very hard on her family. And, yeah, especially when a family member dies, the grief, and then everybody wants to bring you food. So, yeah, that definitely leads to weight gain. Highest weight ever. Oh, boy. She's got a couple highest weight evers. So, she also did this bariatric diet, kind of like Medifast, Optavia, where you eat just supplements. Well, at least Optavia and Medifast, you can have one, lean and green meal. But she was on this bariatric diet for, I want to say, it was 6 months, and she lost 100 pounds. She did really well. And then she stopped the diet and she continued her weight loss, which is very difficult, especially when you're on that type of, diet. So, what happened then is when she started taking birth control and immediately gained 40 pounds of weight. I'm telling you what, guys, I'd be on the phone with my OBGYN being like, you got to fix this. So then she gained more weight. Now she's at her highest weight ever. And then she, started battling the regain on keto. And from what I remember, she does keto a few times in her 3 years online here on YouTube. And she gained weight because she moved. She got a new boss. And she was furloughed, meaning she was, like the rest of us sitting around the house, except I still had to work because I can work from home. And now a new highest weight. And today she's kicking butt and taking names. I hope so. But spoiler alert, we're now going to move on to a recent video. So this is, again, this is her 9 days ago. So this was August 23rd. So honestly, I mean, she doesn't look, she might be a little thinner. She has it might be the angle. She has more of a neck now. So I don't know. Let's see what she's got to say.
Hello, beautiful people.
Oh, another ripoff. Who knows? Maybe she's been saying this. I don't know.
Welcome back to my channel, Wake Up Bright, where I share all the things that help me live each day a little brighter.
Well, at least she's really positive. She doesn't seem like a nasty person at all. She actually seems super sweet. So, you know, it's hard to hate on her personally. But I'm just showing you this because I want to point out eventually you need to do something drastic when you're just playing with these pounds.
I'm afraid if I don't video, then I will never make another video again. I want to talk about a few different things in this video. I want to talk about shrinking and not the right way. I'm going to a doctor's appointment right now, so I'm going to talk about my weight a little bit after. And just want to catch up, let you know how I've been, let you know what's up with my channel.
Yeah, because I think she hasn't posted for a month prior to this.
All of the details. So
the deets.
Let's just go ahead. Let's just go ahead and dive in.
I am on my way to a doctor's appointment, and I'm really dreading it because I haven't really weighed since my last doctor's appointment, and that was not my favorite. That was not my favorite number, so I had gained a little bit of weight, and now I'm going again. But I haven't weighed since the last time I went to the doctor, and when I went to the doctor, I hurt my ear when we first got here. My phone malfunctioned and made this super loud noise, and my phone was up to my ear. After then, and I weighed, and so I know I gained some weight before we got here.
Okay.
And then, so right when we got here, my weight was up, and I feel like I've gained weight since then, and so.
But why?
I have been avoiding the scale, avoiding thinking about weight loss.
I know how that feels.
I went and met with a dietitian.
Good.
And I thought it was going to be like, I don't know, I thought it was going to be different. Instead, it was very much like eat intuitively, think about
yeah, when you're that way, intuition's out the door. Sorry.
Why you're eating, and
I mean, did she find the same dietitian that Amber Lynn found? I don't know. Not with the weight loss clinic. I'm talking with the health at every size, inpatient, outpatient.
I have a whole lot of thoughts. I will make a whole video about meeting with the dietitian because I think a lot of what she had to say was so wonderful. Pretty much everything she had to say was so wonderful. It's more putting it into action that, like, I just fall flat on my face. So I feel like I'm in a very weird place. Sometimes I feel really down and really discouraged and really negative. When I'm not engaged in anything directly, then I tend to feel pretty down. My husband went out of town for a little bit and some field work. Spent a lot of time alone, a lot of time.
Yeah, that's hard.
Wallering.
Wonder if she has friends
that I can't control. I haven't spent a lot of time processing that, and then also trying to do YouTube, and so YouTube has just taken a back burner. Hawaii is.
Yeah, so she doesn't work. I don't get that, guys, but okay, fine.
Is amazingly beautiful. The people in Hawaii are beautiful.
Oh, I'm
For
sure.
Our anniversary, we got scuba certified, and I will make a video on that. I feel like everything I'm about to say, I'm going to be like, I'll make a video on that, but I have to make this video because I just am so far away from filming. The thing is everything pretty much up to this point feels so polarized. Like, it's either things are really good and smooth and enjoyable, or everything is like chaotic and a mess.
Yeah, I think most of us feel like that.
I'm feeling really miserable.
Aw.
And I think that's why I haven't really filmed, because YouTube brings its own negative aspects.
Another Amber Lynn Reed, sure.
Along with the positive.
But we're going to chat about my weight. I'm anxious about weighing. Like, I feel like some frustration, some disappointment. It's not really about weighing. It really isn't. And I'm frustrated with myself.
Of course.
For being the way that I am. if I think about weight, if I think about my weight, if I overthink about food, that I just feel so defeated and worthless. And yet I know those things aren't true. So when I don't think about those things, I don't have those feelings. And when I think about those things, I have those feelings. And then it's like I have to talk myself out of those feelings. And it's really, it's a really toxic cycle. And I don't know exactly what to do about it.
Okay.
But I am excited about today's appointment. So we'll see how that goes.
So actually, she does look like she's lost weight since her first video 3 years ago, but this is where I get controversial. I'm not sure what she's going to say, but I think if she wants to be real serious about weight loss, she should discuss her surgical or medical options at this point. I mean, okay, she's given herself the old college try, and it hasn't really brought her to a healthy weight. You know, I don't know if it's still planned that she has kids or not, but, you know, definitely a better weight if she would just get weight loss surgery, guys. I know, controversial. What do you want?
Hello, beautiful people. Welcome back.
And I had no idea she used that. Sorry, guys.
To my channel, Wake Up Bright, where I share all the things that help me live each day a little brighter. I am April Lauren, and I have been sharing my weight loss journey here on YouTube for the last few years. And man, it's been a struggle, but I am still on that journey to lose 200 pounds.
She still does want to lose 200 pounds. Yeah, she needs weight loss surgery, guys. Sorry. Not sorry. I'm not trying to push surgery on everybody, but if you've been playing on and off and you're morbidly obese, you need to get serious and have help. You know, if she has weight loss surgery and then she can keep her appetite in check and keep working out, she will have no problem maintaining her goal weight.
And we're going to dive into the weight I've gained and the doctor's appointment that I had, and just talk a little bit more about weight loss in general. So if you want to keep watching, then just keep watching. As I shared, I had a doctor's appointment, and this doctor's appointment was a different type of doctor's appointment. I still do not have a full understanding of what's going on. And I think that is intentional on.
Is there something wrong with her? I don't know.
And the part of the practitioner. And it caught me off guard a little bit because the appointment is actually in behavioral health, which makes sense. So Before I get there, let's back up. I went to a visit to my primary care doctor a while back, and
yes.
And then I went to a nutrition course here at Tripler. You have to do that before meeting with a dietitian. So then I met with the dietitian, and I think I talked a little bit about that before. And we will circle back to my meeting with the dietitian, but I think for me at this time, I need more structure. And when I expressed that, I learned about the LEAN program. And the LEAN program is a program developed by the doctor I'm meeting with to help people lose weight and keep it off by making lifestyle changes. I met with the doctor.
Yes, all the platitudes, say them all. 2 pounds a week, lifestyle change. Sorry, guys, she's not going to do it till she has surgery, or else she would have done it. She's been done there before.
And he talked about how this program came to be, and
it's like you search and you try to find the perfect program. It's never going to happen. At some point, you have to throw in the towel and, come to terms with yourself and decide if you want to live a happy, healthy life, and you're still, morbidly obese, and you've tried everything, even, documenting it on YouTube, you got to pull the plug at some point and get real help, not trying one more plan, one more dietitian. I'm skeptical. You're wasting time.
Really interesting hearing him talk. And then he started talking about the lifestyle changes and the importance of making overall lifestyle changes. He moved on to exercise. And exercise, it was an interesting chat about exercise by chat, it really wasn't. It was more him talking and I was listening. So it wasn't really a chat. But he did ask me at one point, he put up on the board, he was like, he was quoting a study. I don't remember what study, but he said that in this study, there were actually 5 groups tested. He focused on 3. So 2 of the 5 it had no bearing on weight loss whatsoever. One of those was like read a book every day. But the other one was 40 minutes of exercise every day versus 20 minutes 2 times a day versus 10 minutes 4 times a day. And he asked me, well, what group did I think would be most successful and why? And I thought about it for a second. I'm like, I feel like the 20 minutes 2 times a day, because 4 times a day is a lot. It's a lot to fit that in, and then you start missing. And I feel like everything weight loss related, once you miss something, it's like you just shame spiral. At least that's how I am, and I feel like that's how most people are. Well. So I knew it wasn't that one. And then 40 minutes a day, 45 minutes a day is a lot. He talked specifically about someone from the study who explained that for her, it wasn't just the 45 minutes. It was, she drove to the doctor's office, which took like 30 minutes or so. And then she was at the doctor's office for the exercise, and then she had to fix her hair and everything else. And so by the time it was all done, that 45 minutes had to become like 2 hours. So anyway, not knowing that, he hadn't gone over that part yet, I said I thought it'd probably be the 2 20-minute bouts of exercise.
Morning and night.
It's just 20 minutes. And so people are probably more successful with it longer without doing the shame spiral. And then he elaborated even more on each of those things, actually using studies and backing things up with science and all the things.
Science.
And he really expressed that it's important for those walks to be intentional. So not while walking the dogs and not while doing anything else. Like
whatever. But okay, this is how they make their money, guys. Oh my God.
That those 20-minute walks should be focused on walking for weight loss, and that the heart rate should be between 100 and 140 something. I can't remember what he said, beats per minute. I have it written down though. And so he was talking about how that is very important, specifically doing that. And so then we talked a little bit more. And so doing that, just walking. So he said walking is the answer. So not running, not...
Well, because you have less of a chance of super hurting yourself. Yeah.
Swimming and not strength training.
Swimming is good.
He's like, for weight loss.
You can also walk in the pool.
The type of exercise you should do is the walking 2 times a day for 20 minutes with your heart rate in that range and focused on just walking. Say that is on top of other activities. So if you also strength train, well, you should do your 2 20-minute walking, or I should do my 2 20-minute walking sessions. If I'm going to swim or if I'm going to do anything else, that I should do those 2 20-minute walks every day.
Okay.
No matter what.
Agreed.
Forever. And he referenced a quote, I think from Oprah,
great.
where she was talking about her weight loss and how
which one?
She had made her weight loss part of her everyday routine that she did every single day, no matter what. And she's like, it's kind of like brushing your teeth. You don't brush your teeth some days and don't brush your teeth other days. You just brush your teeth.
Right.
And it's part of your routine. So he talked about lifestyle and he talked about exercise. And the whole time we were in our meeting, I was like, okay, he's probably going to weigh me now. He's probably going to weigh me now. But then he wrote on his dry erase board 3 things that he wants me to do every day forever. So the 3 things he has asked me to do are to weigh every single day.
I agree with that, especially when you get closer to your goal weight, because if you see yourself trending upward, you got to put a halt to it.
No matter what. And he suggested the morning without clothes.
Right.
As close to the time that I wake up as possible. That was what he suggested. And the why behind that was interesting to me. I had never thought about it in this way. He said that no doctor ever would tell someone who was struggling with their blood pressure, or if they had diabetes, struggling with their blood sugar, to not test their blood pressure, to not take that reading, to not test their blood sugar or take that reading. They would not suggest that. they would have them do it every day. And he's like, when you struggle with your weight, it's no different. You need to weigh, and you need to weigh every day.
Yep.
That's the best way to maintain your weight, in his opinion, and as the studies that he sourced have shared. Right or wrong, that is what I'm doing and committed to. So weighing every single day. The second thing he asked me to do was to walk. And right now he said to just walk 10 minutes for exercise every day. And then to build to that 20 minutes 2 times a day. And that's when I asked, I'm like, okay, does this replace everything that I've done and am doing? Like, do I just do that? And he's like, do a little bit of both. He's like, do your walks and then also do that. For now, walk 10 minutes, intentional, getting my heart rate up, but not up too high, for 10 minutes without stopping. And the third thing he has asked me to do is to write down or put in an app to track my food every single day.
Yeah, didn't we try that 3 years ago? Did it work for you, baby girl?
And I have weighed 26 pounds more today than I did when I made the decision to pack up my scale in North Carolina.
Oh.
And
26 pounds of gain isn't that bad.
It sucks. I'm gaining 26 pounds almost, like right at, and I am not very happy about that yet. That is life, and
you got to face the demons.
Now I know. Part of me was thinking that it was going to be a lot less than that, and the other part of me was fearful that it was going to be more than that. And the reality is I'm grateful to just not have given up, to be at a point where moving was hard. I went from burning a lot of calories with my half marathon training to eating out for several meals a day.
Yeah, that's not healthy. It's like hot or cold, very dangerous.
And walking a lot to, once we moved into our new home, instead of like getting right back to it and making our meals and being more conscientious and like making healthy choices.
Yep.
I just wasn't ready, and so I didn't. I avoided the scale. I avoided making those healthier choices, and it is time to stop avoiding and allowing that weight to hop back on. And I'm grateful for the growth that I've had that has pumped the brakes. Because in the past, like when I did keto, I didn't just gain back a quarter of the weight I lost. I gained it all back plus a quarter.
Oh my
more
goodness.
than that. And then when I did the protein sparing modified diet and I gained the weight back, I didn't just gain it. Every diet that I have done has always ended in me gaining more weight than I lost.
Yeah, so that should tell you something, huh? Is this diet going to be different?
The doctor that I saw for the lean program, he one of the last things he said, and he's like, we'll talk about this more next time. He's like, the fastest way to gain weight is to go on a diet.
Yeah.
And I think that is a pretty profound
it's true.
statement. Is it true for everyone? I don't know. And I also am not.
That's why when you get weight loss surgery, whatever you eat, pretty much, unless you're special, like Penny from My 600-Pound Life, you're going to lose because it's hard to eat poorly, especially at the beginning.
When I talk about not doing a fad diet, that definitely has a negative connotation, which I don't necessarily mean to come at any diet with a negative connotation. Like, you all should eat what fits your life and lifestyle, what your needs, and do so without judgment. Like, it's your life, your body, your process, your journey, just as this is mine. And there isn't a wrong way if you're successful and you can sustain it. So those who have used diet programs or who have used like weight loss surgery or have used medication.
Weight loss surgery.
Like whatever tool that has helped you get to where you're healthy and happy, that's great. And I am very grateful that I have made the growth that I have and that I am able to recognize I have a long way still to go, and both mentally and
physically
with losing this weight. So I do hope I lose more faster.
More faster. Weight loss surgery.
I am ready to just not be carrying around all of this excess me. I don't even mean so that I look better, just so that I am not held back. I'm not holding myself back with mass.
Yeah.
And
we said this 3 years ago.
I look forward to seeing where the coming weeks and months take me, where our life here in Hawaii takes me, both just in life, in my family's life, where the coming weeks and months take both me and my family with just our life in general, and with my weight, and with healthy habits and all the things. And I'm so grateful for those.
It's definitely going to work this time. Definitely. All right, so that's April Lauren. Again, I don't think she's going to do it this time. Throwing money at a problem never solves it. You know, this diet's probably pretty costly, and it's definitely not the first, you know, organized plan she's tried. And she admitted it herself. Every time she tries a new diet, she gains weight. But at somebody her weight, she needs to just lose it. Just get to a healthy, at least you can, you know, get around town like you need to. So I think she should really start thinking about weight loss surgery. And that's my opinion, and I'm sticking to it. Anyways, guys, thank you for watching this video. I appreciate all of you, and I hope you enjoy the rest of your weekend. Bye.